If you're wondering what the journey to 100 subscribers looks like, well, this is the video for you. Hi, my name is Carolyn. I am autistic. I love to crochet, and I started my YouTube journey roughly 7 weeks ago, I guess. Right now, I'm at 129 subscribers, and I reached the 100 subscriber point 3 days ago. So it really does start to kind of build some momentum. So I know when I was starting my journey, I watched a lot of videos like this. I wanted to know what were other people's experiences like, what could I expect? And I know you can never really compare yourself, right? We're all on our own paths, our own journeys. Depends really what niche you're trying to focus on, if you're doing personal brand or faceless videos. So I know there's a whole lot of factors that determine your success, your ability to gain traction. So let's just remember that we're all on our own journeys, but this is mine. So as I said, I started, my first upload was on April 27th. It's so funny, right? They say that once you start creating content, you will look back at your old videos and cringe. And I knew I would. And it's only been 6 weeks, and already the only reason I'm leaving them up right now is so that I don't mess with any progress that I've made or any traction that it has gained. But already I have learned so much. So where should we start? First, the when. I like to film at least 1 or 2 long-form videos a week. And then from those, I also create shorts. So I will take clips from my long-form videos and repurpose them as shorts. So I also went live 3 times, and that was an experience because I did not know what I was doing. I'm still not exactly sure that I know what I'm doing, but whatever, we'll just keep improving, right? I feel like every time that you bite off a little piece that you've never done before, it's exciting because it means that now you've got experience to draw from. Okay, so what is it that I focus my content on? I've heard a lot of different strategies. Either you can make a broad channel that explores a bunch of different interests that appeal to you. For instance, one guy was saying, choose 5 to 7 niches and create content around that. Then there's the other way of looking at this, which is to choose one thing and to hyper focus and become very, very specific in that one niche. Well, I am autistic and I have ADHD, which means I know myself and I know I will get bored if I try to just lock in on one thing forever. So I created, I think, a system that will work best for me. And I encourage you all to do what will work best for you. So I've decided that I'm going to focus on, I guess, 4 main pillars of content. Neurodiversity, especially autism and ADHD with women. I'm also going to focus on crochet because it is something that brings me so much joy and I find it so healing. I'm also going to speak about narcissistic abuse, and I've gone through a lot of nonsense that I would like to bring to people's attention and be able to help. But I also knew that I did not want to focus exclusively on trauma. That was not going to be conducive to my brain, to my healing. I don't think people want to hear about that all the time either. So where I had initially thought a couple of years ago that I would like to start a channel that was all about what I've been through, which is essentially therapy abuse and child abuse, that is too hard for me to consistently post about. So I think in the couple years where I've been healing, I came up with a new plan, and I think this is really going to work with me. So I will be speaking about autism, narcissistic abuse, crochet, and also motherhood and filmmaking. I am at a filmmaking and acting school, and so I think I can find ways to tie them all together. How autism and crochet are a wonderful hobby, how having experienced narcissistic abuse and being autistic can sometimes go hand in hand, how crochet can be very healing after you've experienced narcissistic abuse. So my goal is to take all of these things that matter a lot to me and create content that speaks to me that I would want to see, and hopefully it will speak to other people. Tools that I use. To be honest, the microphone that I've got right now feels like I'm kind of in an aquarium. I don't know. I would like to actually hear from you guys. Do you think that this sounds like I am in a box? I don't know. I think that creating the best thumbnail and title is so important, and it's something that I'm definitely trying to improve upon. I use Canva and CapCut to do all of my editing. And so those are two softwares that I definitely recommend. If you aren't already familiar, Canva is just so user-friendly, and CapCut, same. Maybe eventually I will upgrade or want to have a different editing software, but for right now, those are pretty fantastic for me. I've now reached 129 subscribers. It took me 7 weeks. I did take like a 10-day break in the middle there. So for a while, I had not posted anything, but that was just because I was trying to figure things out, trying to think what would be best for me. I think that the most important thing is to figure out what you can do consistently, what it is that will fit nicely into your lifestyle, and then do that. There's no need to be like everyone else. You can figure out a method that works for you, and that's what I'm doing. A couple things that I have learned already and that I would definitely do differently. First, I had a live that I had zero sound on, so just making sure that everything is speaking to each other. That was very important. Very happy that that was not a meaningful live, because that could have been very embarrassing, but it wasn't, and so I've learned from that. I have a very hard time with self-promotion. I don't really enjoy asking people to like, follow, share, comment, subscribe. Although if you would like to do all of those right now that I've said it, I really appreciate it. So it's really hard for me to make sure to sell myself or to continue making sure to ask people to engage with the content as I am filming. So that is one area that I hope to get better at. And I've just been loving it so much. Oh my goodness, the benefits so far of being able to do this. I just have so many ideas in my brain that I want to be able to fully realize. And I love to create. I've been a photographer for 15 years. I love visuals. I used to create slideshows for my clients and pair music to photos and to video. So I love being able to do this and to be able to create content about the things that really matter to me. It's just, there's nothing better. So I am so grateful already for those who have commented, who have liked, who have made me feel like I am not alone. I feel like one of the main hurdles that I've had all of my life is a feeling of isolation. And even though you can feel like you're connected to a ton of people superficially, if you are autistic, if you've experienced abuse, there's a lot of loneliness and there's a lot of isolation that happens. And I don't want to isolate any longer. And I don't want you to either. And so I want to create a space where we can be our cringy, weird selves and heal together. And this has just been the most fun. So if you are interested in starting your own channel, if you've been considering doing it, please follow mine. I will follow yours. I would love to be able to support you. There's no reason that, I don't know, I think of some of the people out there with questionable moral compasses. They've got followings, right? There's no reason that good, decent people can't also share hopefully some uplifting, educational, connecting, entertaining content. I've got a lot of stories to share, so I'm very excited to build this community and to keep connecting with everyone. If you've been thinking of starting a channel, I say absolutely go for it, and check back in here and let's talk about what your analytics look like. I hope you have a fantastic day, and thanks again for tuning in.